I just published the leaked specifications for the Canon EOS R5 Mark II, suggesting that Canon will schedule an announcement soon. Well, I've got some great news. But before we get to the details, please subscribe to this channel. It doesn't cost you anything, helps this channel grow, and keeps you up to date on the latest camera coverage. So back to the exact date and time. Well, Canon UK just posted a short video on X. The date is confirmed to be July the 17th at 11 AM in the morning, British summertime, which works out to be 6 AM Eastern Daylight Time, Toronto and New York time. And yes, I did confirm that this wasn't some sort of parody account. This is actually coming from Canon UK and Ireland. The only other word in the teaser video is EOS R. And that's referring to the EOS R system. But I want to say a special thanks to my sources because I was the first to come out stating that the Canon EOS R5 Mark II and the Canon EOS R1 are going to be announced on July the 17th. So a big thanks to you because without you, I'm not really much of anything. So a big thanks. Now, Canon USA also tweeted out something last week stating that the Canon EOS R1 is coming soon. So my source said that the Canon EOS R5 Mark II and the R1 are going to be announced on the same date. We now have that date, it's July the 17th, and Canon USA has said that the EOS R1 is going to be coming soon. So when we look at that little teaser video that, well, Canon UK and Ireland put out on Twitter, we can clearly gather that EOS R is referring to the EOS R system, not an EOS R Mark II. That would be silly. Well, it wouldn't be silly, but it's really not expected. So the Canon EOS R5 Mark II, going to be announced early in the morning, at least where I am, at 6 AM Eastern Standard Time. That's 11 AM British Standard Time, and I think that's around noon for most of the continent of Europe. So it's finally happening, guys. We're finally getting the announcement. And if you're curious to know all the leaked specifications for the Canon EOS R5 Mark II, take a look at the video that I just published a short while ago. We've got information on dynamic range, the sensor, battery performance, as well as dynamic range. So some really good information there, some really exciting specifications. And we also talk about that HDMI port. So really, really good information. And that's why I have the smart pre-order links for the Canon EOS R5 in the description down below. These guys right here, they're not going to give you anything right now other than the Canon EOS R5, which is $29.99. The reason I have these smart pre-order links here, as soon as Canon lifts the embargo on July the 17th, you'll be able to pre-order the Canon EOS R5 Mark II, and these smart pre-order links will show the body alone, any kit packages offered by Canon, as well as any kit packages offered by Adorama and B&H. And what I quite often see with B&H and Adorama is what they'll do is they'll take a camera such as the Canon EOS R5 and then give you the option to purchase additional lenses such as the 100 to 500, the 200 to 800, the 50mm f1.2, and give you a discount, giving you your own package. And these smart pre-order links are going to list off every single option available at Adorama and B&H. And to cover the event, as I've done with every other major camera announcement, I'm going to be doing a live stream. I'm going to be providing live coverage of the event starting some 60 to 90 minutes ahead of the announcement. We're going to have our expert panel from across the world to talk about the Canon EOS R1, the Canon EOS R5 Mark II. We're going to cover the latest leaked specifications, leaked pricing, dates, and of course any leaked images that we get before the announcement on July the 17th. And then we're going to cover the announcement live, and we're going to talk to various professional photographers, videographers, and ask them, why would you choose the R1 over the R5 Mark II, or vice versa? At least from what I'm hearing, the R5 Mark II is the camera that works best for me. I can't wait to get this camera. It meets the capabilities that I'm looking for in a camera, but it's also the most desired Canon camera out there. It's the camera that sells the most. And so that's one of the reasons why I'm buying it. It really complements the R5 that I have right now, which I'll keep in the studio, and use the R5 Mark II as my new run and gun camera where I can test the latest and greatest capabilities of this camera. I'm really looking forward to this live stream. We're going to have some interesting conversations. We're going to talk about 24 megapixels versus 45 megapixels. And what we're going to talk about is not whether one is best, but where 24 megapixels is more than sufficient and where you'd use it, and when 24 megapixels isn't enough. And we're going to talk about the not just the use cases, but the audience that these cameras are intended for. So join me. Once I've published this video, probably within an hour or two, I'm going to schedule my own event for July the 17th. And since Canon's doing their announcement early in the morning at 6 a.m., it's kind of like Nikon. Nikon likes to do early morning announcements. I'm probably going to start my live stream at 5 a.m. in the morning. It's a good thing I'm on vacation because I think I'm going to be awake at that point. What about you? Are you going to tune in? Where are you watching this video right now? Are you in Australasia? Are you in Asia? Are you in Europe, North America, South America, or what about Antarctica? Let me know in the comment section down below, and let me know if you're starting to feel the hype and the excitement. We're just a week away, not even a full week away, and here we go. I'm really excited by this. So it sounds like Canon UK and Ireland are the ones going to be leading this announcement. Based on that time, I thought it might be Canon USA, but the good news is at least I get this out of the way and then enjoy the rest of the day. And again, in terms of the price, it's supposed to be $39.99. And it's supposed to start shipping either August or September at the very latest. Canon Rumors said August this morning. One of my sources said September. It really depends on how many of these, how shall I say, products are available as to whether you'll get it August, September, or even in 2025. I just got a tweet. I want to check this. I did send something to Canon UK and Ireland. I just want to see if they've responded to me. And yep, so there was one thing I wasn't too sure about. I wanted to confirm because I don't live in Europe. I haven't lived in Europe for a very long time. And I wanted to confirm that it's 11 a.m. and not 11 p.m. And Canon UK and Ireland just confirmed to me that it is, yes, you got it right. It's 11 a.m. and that's British summertime. So I'm really looking forward to this. Can't wait for this announcement. We're probably going to get more leaks, leaked images, leaked specifications on this camera before we get to the event. So if you want to stay up to date on all the latest and greatest, then go ahead and subscribe and choose all notifications. And don't forget to follow me on X. But a big thanks to all those of you that have watched this video to the very end. It's my second video. I'm a little bit punchy. I can't even speak right. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.